Among those here this week for the AFN Annual General Assembly is FSIN Chief Bobby Cameron. Chief Cameron, did anything stand out for you from the opening remarks that AFN Chief Perry Bellegarde made this morning?
Well, he did a recap of all the work he's been doing, and us as an AFN executive, recap from Indigenous languages to all the federal and law policymakers to what's happening right now with Minister Bennett on the contribution funding agreements, where First Nations across Canada had to spend their fiscal monies before March 31st on a given year. Now, the announcement is going to be that they don't have to spend it, that it can be transferred into the next fiscal period. I mean, in all honesty, for us at the FSIN and at the AFN, it has always been about jurisdiction, and our priorities will continue to remain on our inherent and treaty rights right across the board for all sectors, from exemption from taxation to the treaty right to shelter. I mean, it's absolutely imperative, and we have a willing government. Things are a little slow, but we support what's going on. I mean, the inquiry into missing and murdered Indigenous women, some flaws, but we still support it because families need to heal.
One other item that the FSIN supports is this petition to have a new Crown prosecutor named in the Colton Boushie case. What's happening this week on that file? So
there is going to be a resolution hitting the floor here in the next, probably maybe in the next day or so, but I'm confident that our chiefs across Canada are going to support it, because racism it's something that we have to address and, at least decrease. I don't think we're going to eliminate everything, but at least decrease it and create some education and awareness. We have to target the children, because every one of us that was born into this earth, this world, we're not born with hate. We're born with an innocent mind and spirit, and that's one of our messages, that it's a learned behavior and we can unlearn it.
How does bringing it up here at the AFN help to move towards that elimination of racism?
So what's going to happen is, and we're going to hear many stories coast to coast about what they're going through. I mean, Thunder Bay, Ontario, the Halifax issue that they're going through, all the way to BC. I mean, even with the wildfires, they're facing some issues on racism because their voices aren't being heard. People are being mistreated during the evacuation. We're going to hear a lot of stories, and it showcases that coast to coast that it is happening, and we need to address it together.
Is there a lot of discussion about the Colton Boushie case here amongst the people that you're with?
Yeah, there is, because it's in comparison to what Thunder Bay is going through. I mean, just 2 weeks ago, a 17-year-old young lady, again, and the family's still searching for answers, and the RCMP are not giving them. I mean, we're talking about Thunder Bay Police Chief being charged, the Thunder Bay Mayor being charged for withholding information and obstruction. I mean, that's not a clear message to the federal government and others. I mean, it's a wake-up call. Let's fix things. I mean, let's create a better place to live in.
Thanks for your time today, Chief Cameron.
Thanks, Joe.